prepared for an emergency is every American's responsibility. But for military personnel and their families, it's especially important.
In most cases, when an emergency is determined, the military is the first responders. Unlike their counterparts who can stay in the community and support their families, the military is often pulled away, being called to duty, if you will, or already deployed somewhere not there for responses required. So being prepared in advance is critical for the military family and the spouses.
Take a few minutes to check out the information on ready.gov specifically addressing members of the military and their families. You'll find tips and tools that make getting prepared easy.
Military families move around a lot, and there are a lot of things to think about, to adjust to, and to consider when moving. And one important thing should be at the top of that list is preparing for emergencies in case they arise.
No matter where you live in the world, there is a natural or man-made disaster that could strike without warning. Become familiar with those potential emergencies and prepare ahead of time for those specific events as much as possible.
If you live in a hurricane zone, be prepared and have those boards required for boarding up your windows already pre-cut and holes already drilled into those boards. If you live in a flood zone, for example, have the sandbags available, the necessary tools, and a source of sand accessible to fill those sandbags. Every minute counts in time of emergency or disaster.
Take a moment to sit down together with family members and decide how you will get in contact with each other, where you will go, and what you will do in the event of an emergency.
In making a family emergency plan, discuss things as far as how do you communicate in case disaster happens? What's the means of communication? How do you do it? Where do we go in case of emergencies? And what do you do?
Compile emergency contact information for the members of your family and the places they spend their time.
You should inquire about emergency plans and make sure emergency plan data includes things like the spouses or the service members' place of work. If you have kids, daycare centers, the schools, how do you best ensure you can have contact quickly and efficiently?
Understanding the mass notification system at your duty station will help you stay informed in the event of a disaster. It may be a voice over a loudspeaker, an email or phone system, or a broadcast on television networks. Pick a reliable friend or family member who lives out of state to be the contact person you each get in touch with in case you're unable to reach one another directly. Once you've established your plan, start to put together an emergency kit with enough supplies to take care of your family for 3 days. Most of what you will need will be available at your base commissary, BX, or any local grocery or hardware store. A standard emergency kit includes water, food, and medicine to sustain all members of your household for at least 3 days, including pets. Visit ready.gov for a complete list of suggested items, along with recommendations for how to prepare a family emergency plan. If you live overseas, your kit may need to include additional items like passports and cash in the local currency. Lists of basic items and suggested additional items for military personnel are available on ready.gov. And don't forget to maintain your kit and plan throughout the year, replacing items prior to their expiration and keeping contact information current.
Being in the military, we understand mission ready being a concept valuing training and preparation, which is the heartbeat of the military. Being prepared and knowing what to do in a crisis makes all the difference in the world. Each second counts. It's your responsibility as a service member to ensure your family is ready and prepared for any crisis.
Check out the information for military families on ready.gov and get started preparing today.